So let me have some idea about the one-dimensional array once again. Since one-dimensional array can be defined by the array class or library by using the array method, as you can see over the screen. And this part we have already discussed so many times. But when talking about two-dimensional array, I'm speaking once again to all for your more clarification. Two-dimensional array must be defined by the list, and this is the better way to define the two-dimensional array without any problem. And how we can do? So you can see over the slide over the Jupyter notebook what I am doing over here and what I have done over here. So this simple way you can define your entire array inform the two-dimension nature by using the multi-listing or by taking the list inside the list. This concept is also known as the list inside the list, or we can say this is known as the representation of the 2D information. Inform the list. By taking this loop for I in the range length we have used and j we also use. So by this method, what will be print? It will print the see what it will print the values of all elements which are which are holding by a list. So we can say it is known as a list inside inside the list. Okay, so this is the point you need to keep in mind while solving any problem. Okay, so this is the point you need to keep in mind. Now, so we have printed over here. Now this end is a format string which is a part of the print method. So we have seen how we are using. If we are not using, then your value will be printed in a different way. Let us continue with the another concept I'm just remembering. So this is known as the partitioning of an array. So I'm remembering this concept. So let us understand this concept. A better idea to right now I'm using. From this point, I'm just partitioning of an array. Partitioning of an array means I'm just dividing of array by using the some method or some idea. So how we can do? So just let me use first point input array as BSK. BSK is the name of the variable of which is could be the type of the array and it can hold all the properties of the array. So BSK is a variable. You can take any variable name XYZ just like a double R. So I am taking the previously I have taken the a double R. So right now I'm taking the BSK. BSK is not a standard variable. It is anything. You can take your name as well. So I'm just taking the my name initial letter of the my name. So BSK. BSK is only object or variable which keeps the information about the array and it can access all the information that should be deal with the array only. So now you can see I'm just taking the variable in here and I'm holding some value over here. So how I can hold it? VSK dot array and inside I just can put the some value just like 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 8 comma 12 comma 1 comma 9 comma 23 comma 45 comma 67 comma again 21 comma 9 comma 3 comma 4 comma and now there's enough. Let us print the size of the this array. So a in underscore r. So I'm just printing the size of the array. So here we will print the size of the array. And after that, I will just want to also print the this array. So how you can print? It is a simple idea. By this method, I can print the array. Now. I'm just doing the some partition. So it is better idea to taking the variable out to underscore here. This is the out underscore a double r is only the variable name. You can take abc just like this. There is no issue. For understanding purpose, I'm taking this one. And VSK is the name of the array variable by which I'm just calling the partition method. So this partition method, what is the name of the array? Name of the array is in a double r, and from which index value you want to do. So before doing that one, just let me execute this part and see. Are we getting error? Yeah, of course we are getting the error. So just let me clear this one. This would be the integer type. So After this one, let me clear. Now we are printing the all the details over here. We are printing the size. How many total number of the elements we have over here? 14. Okay. So what is the mid value? From which part you want to do execute? So index value will be start from the index will be started from 0 to 30. 0 to 30. Okay. Now from which index value you want to separate your or you want to partition array? Please tell me. From which index value you want to separate? Tell me any index value.
5.
2 is very close to this concept. It's a better idea. So we should take the intermediate value somehow. You can say. So please tell me which one. 5, 6, 7, something. Because 7 is a mid value. We can say
5.
the 45. So of course I am taking the 5. So here I am just choosing. Okay, we are taking 5 index value for partition. See, yes, you just tell me which is the value of the fifth index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, index value, okay, index value 5 is holding one value. Okay. So now, if I just print out table R equal to VSK is the name of the variable of the array variable. If I'm just doing the partitioning over here, if I'm doing the partitioning over here, so according to you, I'm just choosing the fifth index value. So what is the syntax over here? In the for the partition, you need to define, you need to put the name of the array, and you need to pass the index value from which index value your information will be. Yes. So now let us understand this very interesting exercise, and you have to understand how it works. I just try to print, and what would be the output? Can anyone tell me what would be the output? If I just print this one, then what would be the output? Yes, please tell me, or else I should I tell you? Yes, tell me any problem over here. What would be the output? Expected output you are looking for? No idea?
Sir, it may be divided in 2 arrays.
Okay, if you have divided two arrays, or we are not defining any two arrays, so how it will be held by the second part?
Yes, sir.
See, let me clear to all once again. This is important exercise. See, for understanding, I'm just writing over here. See, this is our entire array. Okay, which part you are choosing? 5. So from this point to this one, we have the one array. Okay, now we have the this array. Okay, can I write? We can say first part. Okay, first part, and second part I can start from the this point to this point. Now, are you agree with me? Like this one? Can I see? Is the second part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Since we are partitioning an array, so after partitioning, we are not holding its dividend part. So after dividend part, we are not holding by any variable. So what it will do, or what the out array variable will do? Just I'm typing over here, then you can do. Then both part elements of the both part, it should be right. Elements of the both parts will be sorted and managed. Managed into a single array. So what is the sorting of the first element? Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 7, 12. Can I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 12? Can I say?
Yes, sir.
Now sorted second part we will have over here 3, 4, 9, 9, so 21, 23, 45, and 67. So this would be our sorted second part. And thereafter, these two parts will be merged into the array variable. If I just try to print now, what would the output? Let's check. So model array is not attribute partition. Just let me partitions. Am I typing right or no? So just let me clear this point. Is it partition? Okay, everything is okay. There is no issue. Partition vsk dot partition spelling. Am I writing the correct spelling? I think am I writing correct spelling?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just let me check why it is not printing over here incorrectly. What is the error we are getting? Just let me check. Holding, okay, no problem. It is only the comment, so there's no need to just let me write correct. The VSK dot partition int array, so we have the win array variable. Model array is no attribute partition. Okay, why we are not having error? Just let me know once again. So we are getting the error over here. Just let me see. So partition method is basically defined in the numpy. Actually, I'm just mistakenly I did not use. Okay. So see what the mistake I had done over here. This VSK is already defined over here. There is no issue. Okay. So here we can define. So see, let me clear to all. This partition method belong to the NumPy library instead of the array library. So let me correct all this one once again. This code. So partition array by using NumPy library. This is not a array. So we can use a NumPy. NumPy means numerical pi. NumPy as BSK. And here I am defining the array. So if I'm trying to do so, what would be the output? So let me check. Data not understood. So just let me remove this one because this is not part of this one array method. So let me yes. So now it is the correct way we are getting. See, here we are using the RM method, which is the completely taken from the NumPy library instead of the array library. So partition of an array by using NumPy library. Okay, so we are getting. So this is the point we are getting size and each and everything. And after this, try to execute. Now see, we've got our answer. But finally, what the answer we are getting? So just let me know. Okay, should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, now these two parts will be merged into the array variable into shorted way. So finally, we got the answer 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 7, 9, 9, 12, 21, 45, 23, 67. So partition is doing inside the array, but we are getting the values in form of the we are getting the value in form of the shorted way. and this is the implicit sorting we are doing. Now, if I'm choosing any variable, like, so we will get the this value. Now, see the difference. Instead of the another part, if I'm choosing 4, so you can see we are getting the value 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 12. Now we are getting the this value. Okay, so instead of the this one, just let me choose the 5 once again and 3 once again. So in this case, we are getting the yes. Now see
Sir,
1, 2. Yeah, yeah, we are also not have the shorted way. This is a 23 we are getting over here.
yes, yes.
Okay, we can see this is not coming into the shorted way. So it is managing by the variable. So just these two parts into the merge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, what is the total partition? Just let me clear to once again. Just we are having some problems. Just let me know. Uh, First part was Dilby. So here, see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 7 will come over here. Okay. So now what will be over here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now it is coming 4 and 7, 9, 12, 13, 12, 21, 45, 23, and 67. So yes, it is very simple idea. Now in the we got the 9. So our values in the 9. I think we have the 5. Am I right? I think. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we are passing the 5. So 3, 3, and 6. See what it will doing over here. It is just counting plus one value. See, we were passing the 5. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the value which is less than the 9 coming here, and the value which is greater than the 9 is coming over here. So in the first part, what it will store the value which is the greater than the 5. Okay, so this is value which is greater than the 5. Just let me choose a different 3 value. Just let me see. Yes, and here it will come 0, 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay, so here it will come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So inside the 7, 12 we sorted 0, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 7 will come. What part will come? Okay, and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 1, 9. So partition is coming over here. So function basically it is used to create the partition, copy the input array with its element rearrange in such a way that the value of element kth position in the position would be sorted. So what it will do, just let me remember the few points over here. It will rearrange all the elements in such a way that the value of the element in kth position is in the position. It will be sorted. For element smaller than the kth element are the move before the element and the equal greater than the move behind it. So yes, this is happening over here. If I'm just passing 3, so which is smaller than the 3, so it will come here 1, 2, 3, 3, and after that rest of the value will be as it is. Rest of the value will be as it is. Okay, see, just let me clear this point once again. So I'm choosing the 5, or if I'm choosing 6 now. So this is a list and 6. So value which is greater than the 6 will come inside the array. So that is a uh, just let me write once again. So 2, okay, 1, okay, 2 will come, 3 will come, 4 will come, 7, 12 will not come, 1 will come, again 3 will come, 4 will come. Okay, this would be the first part, and it will be sorting. The final sorting value of this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and here the 3 and 4 is coming 2 times. So 3, 3 will come, and here 4, 4 will come. And what are the other elements that are remaining? Those are remaining. Say 7, 12, 9, 23, 45, 67, 21, and 9 will be there. So this 9 will be there. Now, if I try to do so 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, 12, 9. Okay, 9 is coming, so 9 will come over here. So it will rearrange. So how we can rearrange? 7, 9, 9, 12, 21, and the 45 should come over here. Why it is not associated? Okay, I think should be just, let me take over here 45 and 67. Why it is not over here? Should be it should be 23. Now let me run once again. Yes. If I'm doing 9 over here about the output, why 23 is not be a part of the sorting? This is only the one value. Just let me choose over here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why 23 is not interesting here. Just let me write over here 12. It is adjusted. Then it's coming, so there is no issue. So we are getting this value, so there will be no problem. Syntax is okay. Array and kth element will be axis, kind, order. Okay, yeah, everything is okay here. So it is happening, but see, okay. Now tell me here and out. What about 23? Yes, tell me.
Sir, can you explain once again?
Yes, I can explain what is happening over here. So I'm just taking another example to explain this concept once again. Let me take another example in simple way. So here we have the so kind many things mix up. See, I'm just taking any random value, simple limited value. 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 9, 1, again 5, 1. Okay. In this variable, I'm just doing this one. Now, if I try to print this one, so what would be the output? So let us check once again. It has the 8 values. So far, please tell me, any doubt over here? Do you have it? Then you can ask me. Please tell me.
No, sir.
Here we don't have any problem. Okay. So what would be the happening over here? If I just try to print, we're trying to print uh, something that is necessary part. So instead of taking the input, I can directly use the VSK dot partition, and what is the name of the array? So in array, comma. Okay, so which value, index value you want to choose? Please tell me. Right now, let me show. Yes, let me check which value you want to pick.
So 3.
See, before 3, just let me take the 10, then what would be happen? Okay, just first let me check. Right, we are getting the error. See, in this we don't have any index value and we don't have such value. Suppose I am taking the 9. Yes, again it will not work. And if I'm taking the 8, yes, it will not work. 7, it will work. So what is syntax over here? You have to keep in mind over here what is the syntax. So here in this case we need to pass the name of the array and name of the array, comma, index. Okay, index. So if I'm choosing any value, now tell me which value I should choose. Please tell me.
3.
Suppose I'm taking 3. So here I'm just taking the 3. So what would be the expected outputs? Let us check and clear once again. Just first let us run and then see the result. Here we are getting the 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 9, 7, 5. How we are getting this value? So let us clear once again. Okay, what is the elements? We have this list of the elements. Total values we have this list of the elements. Total we have the 8. Okay, now if we're talking about the index value 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. On the index number 3, we have the value 3. Okay. On the index value, we have a value 3. So on the index 3, we have a value 3. So the value which is smaller than the 3 will come left side. Okay, so what are the values? The values are less than 3. That would be the 2, comma 3, equal to 3 I can take, and 1. Okay, and right side we have the value 5, comma 7, comma 4, comma 9, and we have the 5 as well. Yes, 5, 7, 4, 9, and 5. Yes. So after applying the partition on the array, index value we have to 3. So 3 value 2, 3, 1. So that will be come over there without any problem. So on the index value we have a value that is 3. So this first what would be happen? Just let me clear to all once again. This is the array which will divide into 2 important part. Okay, so right now I'm just dividing this array into 2 different part. First value will be the 5, comma 7, comma 2, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 9, comma 1, 1, comma 5. If I divide this array into 2 different parts, so the values would be the like this one. Okay. Now I can write a list of the element like this one. So what we are doing, we are choosing the index value 3, we have the value 3, and what we are doing over here we are partitioning all the elements into 2 parts. We have done over here. Now we got this part. Now here we need to choose the index value 3, that is a 2. Okay, from this index value, what the value we have the index value on the actual value where we are index value 3. So we have the 3 value. the value which is less than the 3, that should be on the index value. Okay, just let me write. On the index value, index 3, we have value 3, and the value less than 3 will come left side. See, this is index, I'm talking about index 3, and this is a value 3. So value 3 less than 3 will come left side, and else right side. Now, what are the value which are less than the 3? So you can see from this part, you can see 2 we have over here. Then we have the 1, and 3 itself will be the part of that one, equivalent 3. So this would be our first order. Now next left side, or we can say this would be the all left elements. Right element, let us clear, let's choose 5, 7, so 5, 7, there will be no problem. And here we have 4, here we have a 4, 9, 5. Okay, so here we have the sequence, but let us clear. Yes, this is the order, so I just here. Now partition 3, so just here again, this is the all the right side element. Okay, so before showing this, it will be founding over there. See, if I'm just taking the 5, 7, 4, so okay, 5, 7, 4, 9, 5. How many elements we have? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the index number 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So how many values we have? We have this value. Yes, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so index value 0, 1, 2, 3. The index value 3, 9. Okay, so that will become over here 0, 1, 2. Okay, so now just let me here 0, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, now we will see this result, and after seeing all this result, we will found this order 2, 1, 3 and 5, 7, 4, 9, 5. So we are getting the value 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 9, 7, 5. 4 is coming here for shorting purpose. So 4, these 3 will be shorted with. So 4, 5, 7, 9, 9, 7, 5. And if I just choose y, this is the 4. That is the correct way. That's again 3. Getting this one. So sequence will be 2, 1, 3, and next will be the 5, 7, 4, 9, 5. So this would be the sequence, and 4, 5, okay. It's okay. We are getting it. So again, we are getting the value 0, 1, 2, 3. Now 5. So all the value which is less than 5 will come to 1 3 as it is, and 5. So here 5 will come. So 4 will come over here. So 4 will be replaced by over here. 5 will come over here. 5. And let me write. Let me do once again. 2 comma 1 comma 3, and indexing 3 we are getting the 4. So 4 5 we are getting. So 4 will come, and 5, and then 7 will as it is, then 9, and then 5. Yes, the last we got it finally. Yes, now tell me, is it clear to all right now? I'm meeting with our answer right now. Yes, tell me. It is rearranging again. Yes, tell me, hand it out.
Sir, can you explain the right side elements again?
See, last right side, all the
No,
element. Okay, just let me clear to once again. There will be no problem on the left side. Okay, am I right? The right side element we are getting the 57495 because of the all the elements are greater than the 3, not index 3 value. Okay, so we are getting this value. This is the point is clear to all.
Yes, sir.
See, what is happening over here? Just let me clear to all once again the statement. So all the elements which is smaller than the third value, okay, kth element means 3 value, that are required to move before this element that is 3, and all equal or greater than move behind it. Ordering of the element in the two partition will be undefined. Of course, again it will be undefined. You can see here we are getting the all the partition, we are getting the undefined way, and the 495 we are expecting, and that should be into sequence way according to the our answer, according to our list of the element. That should be 5 7 4 9 and 5. But here what is doing or what is happening then by the numpy? Numpy is just rearranging it according to its requirement. So there will be no problem. Once it is assigned into the once it is defined into this variable, that is out variable or this printf function, so it will be printed as it is. Now see, if I'm just choosing any value like 5, I'm choosing right now. Now see, the order of the thing is updated. With all the values less than the 5, index value 5, what is index value 5? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. So all the value which is less than the 9 will come left side. So value should be 4, 3, 2, 7. So not 7, 1 we will get the 1, and we are getting the 5. Okay, so it is arranging the according to the numpy function. This is not a user defined function, and after changing again, so it will be rearranging. See, if I'm doing changing over here, now see, we're getting the. So see, this rearranging is done by the partition. But how we are getting the partition, and that is stored into the that is done by the partition method only. See, let me clear to all once again. This is not a feasible method, so that's why I did not explain more detail about this method previously. Since this method is not much useful, because when we need to partition the partition our array into two different partition, then we are not getting the appropriate answer. The all element sometimes all element come in the sorted way, sometimes it is coming into the unsorted way, because the elements we are getting after the partition we are getting the undefined way, and the thing is not defined. How you can say we are getting the appropriate manner? So it is better idea to use your logic to define such parts. So here I am just remembering some example, then I will tell you. Say, just let me name a simple example of a function. I can say define temp. Okay, this I am just defining temporary function, and I am just defining the some array. Okay, and I will take the low value and I will take the high value. Okay, so by this method it will help you to understand. Okay, f is just my first value. I'm taking the num. Okay, let me make this program by num for num, and by list index in a double AR. If number is less than or L, Okay, this number is less than L. See, and I'm checking the second part, so I can write as it is because I need to update the query. Instead of doing so, I can use in between condition num is greater than or equal to the lower and num is less than or equal to high. And third, third information I can get it via this variable that should be greater than. So why this? What I've done? I'm just using the different. Now, after this one, I'm just printing f plus s plus p. Now let me know what is the parameter I should pass. Then you can understand it's a simple concept. I can pass. See, input I'm taking the array. Sorry, array is equal to I'm taking a random value c y comma 1. If I'm doing so what is the low value? I can easily find a low value by taking the simple concept. So it is better idea to which value you want to take as a low. So it's up to you. So it is just like equal to the partition the such thing. So here how many elements we have? Just let me take the print. So how many elements we have? So let me count. Length here and I'm choosing the L value that is the minimum value. It should be around 5 to 6. What do you want to choose? And high value I can choose maximum value if you want to use then you can choose, but I want to use only the 9 like this one. And if I'm calling such function temporary and I need to pass 3 different elements, so what would be the output? So let us clear. If I execute this code, so let us check what would be the output. So we are getting the f is not defined. Sorry. So this would be the part of this one. See, now this is the partition we have done. So what is happening over here? Here we are passing the L. So in the L means low. So here low. So if number that is a which is lower than the less than the one number is less than L. Okay, it means number is less than L. L means number is less than 6, which will be stored to the F. So 3 will come, 5 will come, 2 will come, 1 will come, 2 will come, and 3 will come, 3 will come, and 3 will come, and 2 will come. Okay, in the F, which is less than 6. And if we're talking about the second, number is lies between the number is greater than L and equal to the H. So we will need to see which is the value. So here we have the less than should be like this one. So that will be part of the over here. And then store some value. So it is better idea to let me print one by one all the values. Print F, print S, and print T. And thereafter I will take it. Now see what value I getting. See, we are getting these list of all these values or elements which are less than the 6. This is the value which is lies between the 6 and 9, and this is the value which lies between the greater than 9. Now see, we are getting the one value. Okay, that should be high. I just let me correct this part. That should be high. Okay, just let me correct this one. I think we are getting the. Okay, so here we got the all the values. Here we got the all the value which is not greater than the high. Okay, so here we are getting the empty, and now here see first value, first part, that is if that is to be copied over here, and then second part, and the last part we don't have anything, so we are not getting anything. Doing so thing, I can take the 3 or I can take the 7. See, let us print. So we are partitioning all the element into first partition, second partition, third partition. See, this is a better idea. The partition method is not providing the convenient solution because we are getting the order, we are getting the value in appropriate manner as our required. But here we are getting the answer in proper way. Now it is justifiable point. So total number of the element we have the 17. First partition we are getting the 1, 2, 1, which is the less than the our third value, of course. And this value is lies between the 4, 3 to 7. We are getting this value. That is the second element, second is list. And last one we have the value which is greater than the 7. So we are getting this one. After merging all these three array, we are getting the partition. So now this is the best thing rather than the user partition method. So we have our own logic by which we can define it. Now this logic is clear. Am I right? I think so. I think this logic is much clear or much easy compared to the partition method.
Yes, sir.
So this is a better idea when you are trying to use your logic, then you can use it. There are thousands of the functions in the numpy, scipy, and array. But which method is convenient? Because some method is not providing the answer because they you have the method using the own algorithm. So according to all algorithm, all the values are rearranging, and that is not justifiable to the user in a simple way. So it is better idea to write a program and define your own partition method. So this is the my concept. So today what we have seen? Today we have seen how to make